Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another glorious episode of Jedi Talk. I am your host, Brad Hughes, and before I introduce the rest of the council here, the full council is here today, but before we get into all that, you can follow me on Instagram at TheBradVentures, and please check out the YouTube channel, youtube.com/TheBradVentures for all kinds of Star Wars content, and I can promise you there will be a video about what we're going to talk about tonight later down the line, so go ahead and get subscribed to that. Can't wait to talk about that, but before we get into anything, to my immediate right is the man, the myth, the legend, Evan T. Boucher. Evan, what's going on, brother? Where can everyone find you before you get started with your introduction? You can do your introduction, and then you can tell everybody where to find you.
All right. Hello there. I was worried which one to do first, but you can find me on Instagram at Evan T. Boucher. Kind of at a drought for pictures because I'm just not in the mood to post much right now. Yeah. So that's okay.
There's upsides to everything.
Yeah, that's fine because Instagram went down earlier this week, and I was like, can we just keep everything down? This is fine.
Yeah.
I was like, why isn't it Twitter? Let's get Twitter out. But
right. I didn't really miss it. I mean,
no. I was with
my
people
livelihood would
out.
suffer a little bit. But
because of Facebook.
Yeah,
but okay, let's keep Facebook. But Instagram, do we even need that? I'd be okay without it.
No.
And that's all I use.
How many pictures of your face do we need? And I love your face.
No, yeah.
But how many pictures of your face do we need?
I posted one of my
that
little
goes
baby
for a
face,
lot of people.
like my literal baby face.
I love that photo.
That was awesome.
I have the same photo almost from the same angle.
That's crazy. That's
Whoa.
Awesome. Yeah. So that's the last picture I posted, and probably will be for a while. Maybe until the Starcruiser. Who knows?
We got a lot to talk about.
Bullshit.
You're right. It is.
Evan's like, I'm not going to the parks anymore. 3 days later, all right, I'm going to Epcot. We're like, go fuck yourself,
right?
You liar.
I decided I'm going. I'm just not spending money, which is good because I'm spending.
Well,
it on
you don't have a choice now.
Yeah, right. And now it's like, whoa, I can't spend money. So,
and to Evan's immediate right, the man, the other myth, the other legend, the legend from another mother. Speaking of mother, you can find him I'll just say it, the main part of Fourth Mother Box. Take that, Kyle. Tom Oakery, what's going on, brother?
By the right of the council, by the will of the force. Thank fucking God it's Friday this week. Good tap dancing Christ.
Thank indeed.
It's Friday. It's Jedi Talk. We're talking Galactic Starcruiser. It's past the 50th. We had a terrific show last week. Terrific show, almost 3 hours long, going over our favorite Walt Disney World memories in preparation for the 50th. The 50th is past. I'm sure we'll give our thoughts on that a little bit. But, man, what a week.
It's been a while. I can't believe a week ago tonight was the 50th.
That was fucking crazy.
It's been a very quick, but it's been one of those weeks where it's really fast but really slow at the same time.
Oh, yeah.
But we got a lot to talk about.
I feel like our show was the highlight of the 50th. Like, the show was more fun than what's happened since then.
It was up there for me, but Savvy's Workshop takes it for my
true.
50th. Yeah.
So let's talk about the 50th real quick while we're on the subject.
Let's do it.
I was at Magic Kingdom. Holy goddamn Jesus, was it insane?
Ooh, yeah, tell us.
Dude, it was crazy. So I walked in I got there early, around 7:30. Mm-hmm. They'd already let people in for about an hour.
Yeah,
it might have been a little
late.
Like
5 a.m. people were parking.
Well, dude, I don't understand it.
Me neither. There's nothing opening.
No. Well, the gift shops were.
Oh.
Of course the gift shops were. Yeah.
Well, the weird stuff was like just the lines for merchandise and food were busy. Everything else was dead.
I was tracking wait times all day, and I'm like, why are there no reservations? 5-minute wait for Space Mountain, 10-minute wait for Thunder. I'm like, what the hell?
Studios was
I was like, let
kaputs.
me, I want to ride a couple of rides and go home. Just let me in, ride some rides and go home.
Lynn said,
nope.
Lynn Testa from the Disney Dish podcast and Touring Plans. So I don't remember if it was between us or he said on this podcast. I can't remember. I think it was on this podcast. It was on this podcast. But he said that they went on Space Mountain at 3 o'clock in the afternoon and it was a walk-on.
Yeah. I saw it all day on the app.
He waited 3 minutes.
I was only going to ride. I was literally going to ride Haunted Mansion because it's opening day and the Liberty Bell because it's opening day and go home. That's all I was going to do.
I got my Magic Band. I'm very excited. I got the opening day
Congrats.
Magic Band.
Very good.
That's
very
cool.
excited about that.
That's cool.
The only reason I got that is because I posted in our Facebook group, like, I can't get into the merchandise shops. Is there anyone here that is going in that can grab one for me? And I'll tell you guys off. I think I may have already told you. But I got in. And the person that let me in was able to get me the Magic Band. So
now, how many people did you have to punch to get in?
0. No violence.
Oh, you didn't have any fights?
0 violence.
Wow.
I heard there were fights. At least Courtney included me into fights over the
They have
Tumblr
been
or
released
whatever.
for weeks
And
now.
they're still out, and they're on Shop Disney.
They increased the price from like 40 to 50, from like 35 to 48 or something
Yeah,
like that.
Yeah.
Shop Disney's taking advantage of the lazy asses who want to get it online.
Yeah,
Well,
but
dude,
still.
even the new Dooney and Burks that dropped today are more expensive online than they are in
There
stores.
are people that wasted park reservations just to go buy that stuff when it's been out for like 3 weeks already, and it's online.
The only,
like,
the
what
only
are you
reason
doing?
I think anyone should have been in line was for that day of merch.
Right.
All of that merch sucked, though. I
I agree
didn't
with that.
buy a single thing.
The shirt.
It's
the
all still there
pins.
too, by the way.
The day of stuff?
Day of stuff is still at the parks. It's still trickling out. You can still see it.
Jeez.
The
Okay.
Magic bands are gone. There's a few things that did sell out, but the only thing that was worth noting was the Spirit jersey. The shirt they had a shirt I really liked. They had like the 3 buttons here, and it was like a gray shirt and
I've
the
seen
castle.
that.
On the
Oh,
bottom.
yeah.
I've seen that.
How much do you think that shirt was?
50?
50 for the 50th?
50 just 'cause
Let's
50.
go 65.
45.
Oh,
But
45,
it's a T-shirt.
all right.
It's a T-shirt.
Yeah.
Like
It's like
Yeah,
that's
but
like
it says
concert
50 on it,
T-shirt
so-
prices.
insane.
Yeah.
It was nuts. But I enjoyed it. I got to see the fireworks the opening night. God, that show sucks. That show is rough. Have either one of you seen it yet?
No.
I tried to watch Harmonious. Well, we can get to it when you're done, but yeah, that's all I've seen.
I'm done. That's all I
You're
got to say
done?
about it. It's terrible.
Yeah.
I did it. Me and Holly did a review on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/TheBradVentures. Go check it. I'm really going to start pushing the YouTube channel. Go check that out. It was a really well thought out review, and we went pretty aggressive on it, but it was with well thought out opinions, and it wasn't just hating to hate it. I have reasons for hating it.
Yeah, I can.
I
see
don't
that.
understand. This is like my overview of my hatred. So if anyone's interested, you can hear my whole thoughts. But I don't understand why the stuff for the 50th of Walt Disney World is being celebrated with generic characters from movies that have no representation in the parks.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any
thank
sense
you.
to me that a 50th fireworks show, which is what Enchantment is, it's a 50th specific fireworks show,
Yep.
does not mention one attraction, does not show Walt Disney.
Or Roy. There's
does
nothing
not
about Roy. We
anything.
need history. We
It's
need the frickin'
literally
history.
the same movies from Moana, or I'm sorry, from Happily Ever After,
Yeah.
Moana, Hunchback, and it's just recycled. And
which is what Harmonious
like Holly
is.
says, Kids Bop's versions.
It just
Lynn
sounds
said that
lazy.
out of the 17 songs that are in both shows, I'm sorry, out of 17 songs in Enchanted, whatever the hell it's called.
Enchantment. I think.
Enchanted's the movie, right? Enchantment, 13 of those songs are also used in Harmonious.
Yeah. It makes no sense. Have you seen Harmonious yet? No.
I'm going to take the kids tomorrow if it's not raining.
Harmonious, imagine. Okay, it's not good like Happily Ever After, but imagine Happily Ever After, but not on the castle. That's what they did. They're like,
Gotcha.
instead of putting it on the castle, let's put it on these tacos in the lagoon. But
I will
it
say
makes
my
no
favorite
sense to me.
thing so far is the Beacon of Light at Epcot. The Spaceship Earth, it looks in. I have yet to see it up close in person.
oh, I walked.
I've
right
only
under
seen it.
when it
I've
was
only
going
seen
on.
it from a distance, but I love
It looks great from
Excellent.
every angle.
It's
but
incredible. I mean, I parked at Hollywood Studios yesterday and Skylined over to the back of Epcot. Had to run in there real quick, and you could see it from the studio's parking lot, and it just looked
Yeah.
incredible.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
It's just insane.
yeah.
but-
I mustered the strength to go to Epcot, and I saw that, and it's the best thing they have in all the parks right now for the 50th.
I haven't seen the one on Tower of Terror yet.
I haven't seen.
I haven't
any of them,
seen
though,
the Animal Kingdom one yet, but
yeah.
Tree of Life.
I mean, it's gonna be real hard to top that one. For me, the one
Yeah,
at Epcot's just
it's
incredible.
crazy.
And that's me saying something positive about Epcot. So
Right.
that should tell you how good it really is.
But like Harmonious is just that what I said about Happily Ever After, but also it's the same exact songs and moments from those songs, but I feel no emotion.
I know.
When I
how
watch
Enchantment
Happily
feels.
Ever After and Hunchback comes on, I cry. When Hercules comes on, I can go the distance. I bawl my eyes out for Happily Ever After. These exact same songs came on at Harmonious, and I was like, "Yep, that's that song."
The thing with Enchantment is they
Like-
start off like this has like I don't think a fireworks show needs a story, but when you introduce a story,
Yeah, it has to be good.
you have
Like,
to make it cohesive, and
Yeah.
there's nothing of
and that's
that.
the thing with Harmonious. I don't think
Well, that's Enchantment
there
too.
is
Then
a story. Like they didn't even try. I don't think they're just like
they kind of go halfway through, like we found, like we're gonna find the magic, and then like you're the magic.
there's a lot of commentary to be said on that. I'm not gonna go into that.
And I
but-
said in my video, if I'm the magic, why does it cost so much to come here?
Yeah.
that's part of the commentary.
if it's me,
Yeah.
Could you afford to bump me up
Yeah.
any bit? Okay. Because I feel like
Yeah,
jacking around with the levels.
$15 for Lightning Lane for that bump up.
Yeah, fuck
Lightning Lane
yourself.
stuff. We should talk about that.
Yes.
Yeah,
That
but,
got announced today for stuff for Genie. Not as bad as we all were thinking.
No.
but
still not going to do it. But
Well, it's not for us. It's
No.
just not.
It's
for
not.
us.
No, it's for like when Kyle's going to be here, but Genie Plus won't be out when he's here for the parks.
oh, that's right.
But like when he comes and let's say there's a ride he hasn't done yet, like all right, $15 for something at peak. All right, that's better than the $25 you thought for rides. You called much more.
I said it was $70, and I stand by the fact that
now
they just announced yesterday that the prices were coming down in Disneyland Paris. I'm telling you, there was so much negative reaction to this. I think what they will do is they will increase them over time.
Well,
there's no chance they're going to stay.
Per day, per time of day. The price goes up and down.
Right.
But the weird thing is you can't pick your time of day. You are assigned it. So, like, you
That's
click
fine.
it. Yeah, but, like, you just randomly, you can't choose.
You
come back at 3:30.
It might be
like,
60.
what if I can't make it? What if I have a dining reservation?
That's like that.
Figure it out.
That's like the old school Fast Pass way. Remember when you'd run up and get the ticket?
I
give you.
full circle.
I love those.
Come full circle
except
back
those
to
were
zero.
I know.
free, and I could give those away to people if I didn't need them.
Yeah.
Which that was my
I
favorite
did
part.
that all the time.
We didn't say that in the Memories podcast that we did, but that happened all the time.
Like, here you go.
Yeah. We'd be
I did it
leaving
all the
park,
time.
and I'd see a little kid be like, "Here's my Fast Pass." Like, I was a little kid too. I was like, fellow little kid.
I remember the last time I did that in, I think it was 2016, the last time they had them, when Courtney's first trip out here. I got off the bus of Epcot, and I had a free Epcot one, any Epcot ride, because Test Track went down. And I just walked off the bus and said, "Who's going to Epcot?" And this little kid, me. Here you go.
Here you go.
It was so cool. It's just easy.
They're like, sweet.
Yeah. So he probably got on his favorite ride, right in front.
I'm just beyond convinced that they had so much negative reaction to this.
Oh, yeah.
They lowered the price.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's going to stay that low.
No.
I think it's definitely going to go up eventually.
Yeah.
But
we'll see. Look, we'll see.
Like,
good on Disney if you did change. Like, if you
for
heard the feedback and said, okay,
absolutely.
we hear you, nice on you.
Yep.
Nice job.
I mean, you should not have that impulse to rob people, but
No.
it's good for you that you
But
listened.
when people complain about being robbed, you should listen.
You should listen.
Yeah.
So, good on them if they did take it for sure. But it basically kind of works like the easiest way to describe it is the old Fast Pass system where there was Tier 1 and Tier 2. You can kind of pick there's more options now for Tier 2 than there were before. Kind of. It's basically like a mixture of Max Pass and what we used to have here.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's like the benefits of Max Pass, which I don't think you ever did Max Pass.
No,
it was worth it.
Oh, Max Pass is
Max
legit.
Pass was my jam.
I love Max Pass.
Everybody
I loved it. It was
never heard a bad word about it.
I paid as a cast member, dude. Like I loved Max Pass.
I've got the
Even
rides
locals.
that are on the premiere
yeah,
if you want me to
go
go
ahead.
over
Even
it.
locals pay that in Disneyland.
Oh, yeah.
That's how much
It's worth it.
So
man.
this
It's
will
like-
be on top of the Genie Plus what you have to pay anywhere from $7 to $15 to on average per ride. Only 2 per day.
And remember, this is like the top tier. So basically, it's like the old Fast Pass system.
Yes.
So you'd have like column A, column B. You could pick one when they were tiered from column A, 2 from column B. Basically, it's unlimited from column B, one at a time, and you have to pay for the tier A essentially.
So I'll go park to park here. Let's start with Magic Kingdom, Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, and Space Mountain.
That's a weird one.
Space, I was surprised to see it on there a little bit. I would have.
When Tron opens, I bet it gets bumped.
Oh,
Absolutely.
easily, yeah.
As much as I love space, but that's just how it's going to go.
See, I thought they would do like something that has longer. Like Big Thunder has a longer line consistently than Space Mountain does.
That's true.
I think yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a better
always
ride.
like a 50-minute wait, always.
Yeah.
And they're not going to do Splash because it can go down at any moment for the refurb.
Right. Experimental prototype Community of Tomorrow. We've got Remy's, of course. We expected that. And then this one, it sort of surprises me when I think about it, but then it kind of gets me. Frozen Ever After is the other.
You got a
Cruise
little girl,
ride.
and you got a little girl.
Yeah.
That's going to love it. But
My daughter, I'm telling you, man,
Yeah.
girls still love Frozen.
Yeah.
I'm so upset
it's
that
wild.
Courtney didn't get to ride the Maelstrom.
Oh,
man.
really?
Yeah,
Oh,
she
that's a
didn't.
bummer.
I didn't know about Frozen when I took her. So we're walking on the World Showcase.
all
I'm like, you're
excited
going to love
for
this.
it.
I'm
And
getting
then-
stoked. I
Oh,
walked
no.
right up to it while it was under construction. I said, "What? Where's the Maelstrom?" She'll remember. I kind of panicked.
Yeah. That was literally me with 20,000 Leagues when I was a kid. My dad was like, "Come on, Evan, we're going to go on 20,000 Leagues. You're going to love it. It's a submarine."
no.
And we get there, and they're like, "It's closed."
Oh,
And we're like, "Why?" Refurbishment. It'll, quote, come back. And it never came
Never
back.
did.
and I'm sure Guardians will probably take over Frozen Ever After once
Yeah.
that opens.
Yeah.
Easily.
I would assume.
Which it should just take over Remy. Because if anyone spends money on Remy, you are out of your mind.
I'm going to do it tomorrow. I'm
You're
going
out
to
of
think
your
about
mind.
you the whole time. Out of my mind.
With the kids tomorrow.
If
Yeah.
you spend money on it, you're out of your mind. You can do it. It's fine. But do not spend money on it.
Probably won't after that. Over at Hollywood Studios, we have obviously Rise of the Resistance. No question about there. And Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. one of the more newer ones. That makes sense.
Total sense.
As to why it would land on there. And finally, at DAC, Animal Kingdom, Flight of Passage, and Expedition Everest.
I was a little excited to see, or not excited, surprised to see Expedition Everest up there. But I guess if you're looking at the two best attractions in the park,
Easily those two. Yeah, I don't know what else
I would
you put
assume
on
they would
there.
have done River Journey for
When
the other
Everest goes down, though, what's going to take that spot? Because it's going under refurb. So
Ooh.
I would assume River Journey. That's why I was saying
Yeah,
I'm not that I love Everest. Don't get me wrong, but like I was surprised that it wasn't just both Pandora attractions because I believe they used to be in Tier A. Both Pandora attractions used to be in Tier A.
They were, because I made the horrible mistake of picking the River Journey Fast Pass instead of Flight of Passage my first time.
Bad move.
Rookie
I like
mistake.
River Journey better than Flight of Passage personally.
I do too.
But
I only do Flight of Passage.
if you're talking about
with
just
a
waiting
fast
in
pass.
line, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Flight of Passage at that time was way more popular.
Yes.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfectly. Yeah.
Sorry, I adjusted the mic stand.
But
That's it for those.
Yeah,
Every
those
other
are the
ride is in
premieres.
column
Every other
B
ride
for
is
the other ones.
covered under the $15 or $20 you pay depending on what
shows
state you're
included
in.
too, right? Like they used to do shows with fast passes. Are shows included?
I don't think there's any
I don't think shows are included, no.
Because that was always a waste of a fast pass.
Yeah.
So anybody that did that, never do that. I don't know why people did.
People wasting fast passes on like fireworks.
Yeah, that too. Like,
It's
what are you
weird
doing?
It's weird that Fast Pass is gone.
Yeah.
It
It's just a
is.
different era
R.I.P.
now.
Fast Pass
It's
Plus.
just a different era
But
now, man. It's
Indiana
weird.
Jones is coming back, which is
That's
awesome.
exciting. I know Bentley's very
Do-do-do-do.
excited about that.
Got to wait till December,
Kyle's
right?
excited.
December 19th, is that what they said? No, December 7th. It was far away.
December?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't. Oh, I hope it's not coming just for the busy time, or is it coming back fully?
They didn't say either way. I just assumed fully. But
Oh, jeez.
yeah, but it's coming back. Nemo's coming back. Both of them altered, but they're still
Oh,
coming
Indiana
back.
Jones is altered?
Yeah.
Did they say how yet?
How? Yeah.
No. They didn't say how Nemo would be either, so I don't know.
I've heard it's been cut down significantly. It was like a
Interesting.
45-minute
It
show
was
down
so
to like
long.
a 20-minute show.
Did they
Yeah.
cut down any of Beauty and the Beast at studios?
No, but it's socially
No.
distant. If you want
It
a good
looks
laugh,
odd. It looks weird.
if you want a good laugh,
It's
Oh.
socially distanced.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's hilarious.
It's so strange to
Oh,
see him on
Character
other
meet and greets
sides
are
of
coming
the-
back.
Was
Kind
that-
of.
Character
Kind
meet and greets are coming
Yes,
Yeah.
they are.
of. Yeah.
back. It's slow. We're getting there. We're
Yeah.
getting there.
Indoor character meet and greets. That's
right.
kind of the big thing.
That's weird. Yeah.
Fairy
It's
Tale
weird.
Hall's getting the
But
princesses.
I'm glad. Don't
but
get me wrong. But like,
yeah.
it's a weird.
So
one.
they listened to that part of that survey that I told you guys about that I
Mhm.
haven't said on the show, I don't think, have I? Yeah, I said last week.
Yeah, we talked
So
about it.
the hugging part of that survey they declined, but the character meet and greets they listened to. So not just me. I'm sure thousands of other people did that, but that's cool.
Any survey I filled out for Disney recently, and I did because of the old Key West day, I just said, take the fucking mask policy away. Like
Yeah.
over and over and
Yeah.
over again.
should be choice, man. At this
Encourage you. I said,
Yeah.
Universal Orlando man's getting more of my money than you are right now.
point, that's probably make them go, no.
Yes, of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't been to Universal in a while. Not for any other reason other than just we're waiting to go for Horror Nights this week.
Nice.
And we haven't bought Frequent Fear Pass because I don't know what's going to go on with Bentley yet. But remind me to talk to you guys about that after the show.
Okay.
I'm very excited. But
Excite.
yeah, so let's talk some Star Wars
Yes.
before we jump into. What do you guys want to start with? You want to start with news and then end with Starcruiser, so then it kind of flows naturally into the next part.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could do
Sounds
that.
good. Okay.
Yeah.
News and shows and whatnot.
So
everything
let's
that's
start
happening.
before we get into the news. You guys have watched the Lego Star Wars
I did.
Tales
I did.
from whatever is it?
Terrifying Tales.
Terrifying
Tales.
Tales.
I haven't watched it yet. I'm going to watch that and Muppet Haunted Mansion with my kids either tonight or tomorrow.
Yeah.
Probably tomorrow.
I completely even forgot that was today until I
did
got off
too,
work
until
and
I
Taylor was
saw-
like, "Hey, Muppet Haunted Mansion." I was like, "Oh, yeah."
Are you not excited about it?
Like I am, but like I was is what I'm saying. But like,
I'm so excited.
Yeah, man.
This is the perfect way to use the Muppets,
Yeah, it
in my
is.
opinion.
yeah, no, it is.
I hope
yeah.
it spawns more Muppets on attractions, like
Yeah.
Oh yeah, what if they
spin-offs.
just do a whole series of Muppets?
That'd be so
Muppets
fucking
Big Thunder
cool.
Mountain.
Yeah.
would be
Hell
hilarious.
yeah.
Muppets, Pirates, Muppets, you
Muppets,
name it. Yeah.
like Jungle Cruise, even.
Yeah.
I mean, you can like
Muppets,
bring the
Muppet
Rock
Vision
in.
3D.
Yeah, I was gonna say the Rocket cameo. That'd be awesome.
Yeah,
To me, this is like perfectly in their wheelhouse.
Mhm.
yeah.
Like they're great when they're kind of mocking something.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like think about how great this. Did you ever see the show in Liberty Square?
Oh, I love
yes.
the show.
It's fantastic.
Yes,
Like, like
yes.
they're making fun of
history.
history
basically.
essentially.
Mhm.
Like they're
Yep.
they're poking. It's not making fun.
No,
They're
but
ju-
it's
they're
like
telling
they're
his-
satirizing it.
Yes,
a little, but like,
it's brilliant. Like
Yeah.
I love that show so much.
yeah. Whoever
Um,
wrote that show needs a raise, man.
I love
they were
King Georgette.
Yeah.
I love that's so
Queen
funny.
Georgette.
Queen Georgette.
Piggy.
Oh,
there are
Miss
no
Piggy,
Queen
there are
Georgette.
there is no spot for you. He's like, there's no spot for a woman in the show. I remember being like, oh Christ.
Oh no. Here we go.
Oh, I guess I'll be Queen Georgette. I love it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's perfect. I haven't seen it yet, so I don't know if it's good or not, but I'm very excited about it. But the Lego stuff, you guys both watched it. What did you guys think?
Yeah.
I was entertained. I was
Yeah?
I was entertained. It was good. I mean, obviously it's not canon, but I told you some of the stuff in there that's post episode 9. It's not canon.
That's not. But some of the Ben tale was pretty close. Ben's story was pretty close.
Yeah, they took their
That doesn't
liberties
make it
with
canon.
that.
They're just telling a story.
No, but I was happy to be like, oh, this is basically what happened.
Oh,
this
good.
this isn't spoiling anything for you, but Ben had the greatest line in the whole thing when he ripped on Luke for training on Dagobah.
Yeah.
It's like, what did he train on Dagobah for 20 minutes?
Yeah,
it's so fucking hilarious.
It took like what fans
Oh
always say.
my
when we say it. They're
God.
like, wait, Luke was there for what, 2 days maybe?
It was so good.
funny.
Like the delivery.
Ben
Like
is like, he was there for 20 minutes.
That's great.
Yeah.
you like it. I think you like it. The kids will like it.
Yeah.
The stories are good.
Yeah.
The last story, the parallels that they make with the original trilogy
Yeah, it's
with
good.
Vader and Luke are is really
it's
fun.
basically a Star Wars What If, the last
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
one.
Oh, by the way, I thought we only got 8 episodes of What If. A
No,
ninth
9.
one popped
there
up?
was supposed to be 10. Iron Man Gamora one got canceled, got cut.
Why?
No idea.
Really?
Yeah, because
I didn't know about that.
episode 9, they just randomly say, Gamora, you're coming with us. And she's hanging out with Iron Man. And it's like, we haven't seen
haven't seen
either
it
of
yet.
these characters the whole series.
Oh, that's
What
right.
the
Right.
hell?
I remember that. I just assumed it was just. Oh, that's right. They
It
weren't
was
in the
just
series.
a cut episode.
I just kind of thought they were a throw in the last What
They
If.
basically were now, but there was an episode with Iron Man and Gamora.
Was there only 9 episodes that we
Yeah.
got? Really?
Yeah. So
Guess I
wait,
didn't pay attention to
I
that.
wanted to ask you this. I wanted to ask on the show because I don't know if I asked you this the other day. I think I was going to, and then I stopped because I wanted to talk about it here. Why didn't you like Party Thor?
I'm sick and tired of that Thor. I'm really tired of the Thor is supposed to be this wieldly, God wielding, all powerful, like badass dude, right? And I'm like his arc made sense in Endgame, but I got sick of it after 15 minutes. It's like you're not supposed to be this, and I get that he has to learn from it, but come on. Like when he eventually got to the other part when he was wielding both the hammer and Stormbreaker, and the big three were fighting Thanos 2012 there. In Lightning Struck him. Like why do you have to keep Dad bod, right? Why couldn't he go back to like Chris Hemsworth looking badass motherfucker? And I get how Party Thor could be a spoiled brat if Loki doesn't exist in his life, but it's just over and over the party boy frat thing. I think I'm just sick and tired of. And like
Where else do they show that?
he
though?
needed his I just don't like it. I just don't
Well,
like
it's
it.
in Ragnarok,
He needed
too.
Yeah,
As much as I
Ragnarok.
love Ragnarok. That is him. in
I feel
Ragnarok.
Is Party Boy in Ragnarok?
no, but it's very much setting the seeds for
Close.
Thor to be okay to be like a really
Just a
funny character.
Yeah, see, that's
And
what I hate
It
too.
is
Yeah.
the start of Party
But
Thor,
see, I
yeah.
think this made more sense than Ragnarok does
it does
because
it's a different Thor.
he doesn't have the stress of Loki.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
that's
I'm
why I liked it because
I'm burnt out of it though because of Ragnarok, because
Gotcha.
of Endgame,
If-
and we and thank you for mentioning Ragnarok because that I've only seen it a few times. I just don't like it. I don't like.
I'm with you, man. I feel like I'm the only person who doesn't like that movie.
I think
No.
you two are the only ones.
I
But
don't.
that doesn't mean your opinions aren't valid. Like,
and
you don't
I'm
like
not
it.
excited for
Yeah,
Thor:
no.
Love and
Yeah.
Thunder because of it.
Oh,
like
I am.
I'm
But
with you, man. Like,
if we see Party Thor in that, then it's not going to be good because his arc is like he's not that anymore.
no,
He said, Valkyrie, I'm not good enough. You should be king.
yeah.
I'm going to go take care of myself.
So, like-
it
if
is
we
kind of
see
a
him
redundant
partying-
what if. It's just like
Yeah.
blue. It's just a chance to throw in blue Loki, a different variant. Which
Yeah.
why didn't we see that variant
We
Right.
did, in a hollow message. It wasn't just a picture of him. They're like, these are the
in the
different
Loki
variants.
show?
Yeah.
They showed the blue Loki in a hollow message.
Yeah.
Oh,
In the
shit.
TVA. Yeah. Owen Wilson was
Really?
like, here's all the Loki variants.
Oh,
you
I must have
encountered.
missed
Oh, I
the
missed that
ice,
too.
the
Early
frost
on
giant
episode,
I'm
Loki.
gonna have to go back and
Two,
read
Yeah.
that.
three,
Now, that's
episode
cool.
2 or 3.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is cool. I missed that. But then just to, I'm burnt out of that, and just to have his mom save him. Oh, if there's a Thor, there's got to be a Heimdall and a Frigga. Come
And Lady Civ. They're going
Yeah.
hard on Lady Civ all of a sudden.
come get your
After
kid.
No Lady Civ the first 4 phases. It's like, well, okay. But
I loved seeing Lady Civ and Loki.
See, I
Yeah.
thought that episode was a lot of fun. Like it was one of them. Like it was a cool what if where it was. It is redundant now that we say because I actually don't even
Yeah.
think about Ragnarok ever,
Yeah,
and so I wasn't even thinking about that. But
Right.
I thought it was fun. I thought it was a good episode.
yeah.
and it's right. It's fun. And it's like I wasn't entertained. I just hated it. It's like if you're gonna do something with Thor, If you have to do it with Dort. Also, another reason why I hated that episode, you know who was in it? It was Captain Marvel. You know,
Why do you hate
famously,
Captain Marvel so much?
I don't like Brie Larson.
I
can't
love Brie Larson.
fucking
I love
stand
Brie
her.
Larson.
No,
I can't believe
I
you don't
like
like Brie
her.
Larson. Why don't
I
you like her?
I just don't
She
like
just
her.
rubs you the wrong way.
Rubs me the wrong
I
way.
have her fan cast as someone from the High Republic, so I guess
Okay.
you would hate that option.
Yeah, probably.
but
Yeah.
Probably.
Is it what's her name?
I'd have to look.
Avar Chris.
No, Avar Chris. Yeah, that's who I could see.
That,
her
that,
playing.
I mean,
It was
I could
Avar.
see
I think
Brie
I-
playing Avar Chris. I could.
Yeah,
Like
I like
the
Brie
look.
Larson, man. I think she's cool. Like she's an Academy Award-winning actress who also does a YouTube channel. Like I don't think I think she gets misquoted and taken out of context a lot, and I think people think she takes herself way more seriously than she takes herself.
Yeah.
It was Avar Chris, yeah.
Was
I
it?
have her
Okay.
As my Avar Chris.
Evan dove into his notebook of castings there.
Top 10s and lists for days.
But
Lego. We
Yeah,
jumped
Lego,
off on a
sorry.
big tangent, but
I
Yeah, there-
remember when we went
it
off
has
on
like 3 tales, right? There's the main
Three of
plot,
them, yeah.
And then inside that plot, there's 3 stories.
that. Yeah, Poe is doing his thing, and he runs
Poe
into that
crash
dude.
lands
Yeah.
on Mustafar. And then Vader's servant, Veneer?
the dude
Veneer,
from
it's
Rogue
something with a
One?
V.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rogue
Creepy dude
One's
from Rogue
creepy
One?
dude, yeah.
Okay.
And he's even more creepy in this. He's like creepy uncle creepy. It's like
Really?
he's weird. I'm not a fan. But he just is telling Poe all these stories because he thinks Poe is like this some chosen one thing.
Oh, that's interesting.
But the Ben one is really good. It's mostly canon. And I liked Ren's voice. I think Ren, at first I was like, I don't know. But like 3 sentences in, I was like, yeah, that's Ren. I can see Ren sounding like that.
It's mostly canon, but it's not, though.
Yeah, yeah.
It's because it's Lego, so, like, at
Yeah.
the end when Kylo walked off with him,
Yeah.
that's not how that happened.
No, it's a Cliff Notes summary.
Yeah,
of
it's a
how it
kid's
happened.
version of how it happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and then the middle one is like that's a good one.
The
fight
Grievous and Maul
one.
one, yeah.
Grievous Maul story, which is cool.
I love Grievous. I'm in.
Yeah, I think they might have got Matthew Wood back for Grievous,
I thought they did.
as well as Whitwer. Yeah, Whitwer I think did Maul.
Sam
pretty
Witwer's
sure.
doing Maul.
Yeah,
Sweet.
yeah, I'm pretty.
He's
sure.
like
Don't
the de
quote me.
facto.
Yeah, you hear
Yeah.
that
Maul
voice,
voice.
it's got to be Maul.
Wasn't he? Didn't he even voice him over in the movies? Or am I making that up?
No, he did.
He did, right? In
Yeah.
Phantom Menace.
Yeah.
It was him, right? Okay.
Yeah. And
God,
then they
that's
did
so
that same
cool.
thing in Solo. They
For
made
people
sure
who
it was
don't
his
know,
voice.
Sam Witwer is a diehard Star Wars nerd.
Yes, he
He
is.
knows more
Like,
than us even. Like,
Dude,
he-
no. He knows way more than
3
anybody.
of
Like
us
when they
combined,
do
like-
the Schmodown, the Star Wars
Oh,
version,
Yeah.
he beat.
He knows more
everybody.
than Dave Filoni.
He
Like,
kno-
he corrects
yes.
Dave Filoni sometimes. It's insane.
It's insane.
Yeah.
It's so upsetting that a nerd that's that good looking knows that much more about Star Wars than I'll ever know.
Yeah.
And he's just like this beautiful man.
It's jacked, crazy.
He's jacked. He's
Yeah.
awesome. I love that guy.
Put it
Yeah.
away, Brad.
Sorry, I can't. Hang on, I'm going to take my pants off. So yeah, interesting. I'm excited to see the Lego thing. It's gonna be fun.
I liked it better than the Life Day special, the Christmas one. Didn't you?
I didn't see that.
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one was up there with, like,
Yeah.
off specials.
Yeah, I think we said it after the Christmas one, but like Lego is a perfect way to go silly Star Wars.
It was better than Visions overall.
Oh yeah,
Oh God,
No
that's.
question.
I mean, that's not
everything
saying much.
is. But
Yeah, I don't.
And
get-
again, and even I keep the Ninth Jedi in high regard, but still better than Visions overall.
Cool.
yeah,
All right, let's get into some Star Wars news here. There are some new books announced for 2022. I got really excited when I saw this list. I found this out today. There are 3 new books coming out, or 4. I'm sorry, and they are featuring Obi-Wan, Lando, Luke, and Anakin.
Ooh, tell me
And
about
there's
the
hy-
Anakin
there's
one.
there's little excerpts for each one. The first one is called Shadow of the Sith, which is a great Star Wars.
I'd like it
movie
already.
Title. This takes place post Return of the Jedi and will explain a lot of unanswered questions from the Rise of Skywalker. It's out June 28th, 2022. It's written by Adam Christopher, who was originally tasked with writing the canceled Mandalorian novel. Oh, so they're officially saying they canceled that Mandalorian novel.
Wow. Oh, the one you were talking about?
that's
Yeah,
strange.
the
Why
Ronin one?
cancel that?
Gina Carano.
Yeah, but she's coming back.
That's the rumor.
The rumor, season
It's
4.
getting- it's
Woo,
getting-
Nelly.
Yeah.
It's coming.
At
It's
Gina
coming.
Carano, respond to my request for
have
you
the-
on this
the shirt on
podcast.
once again. The Gina Carano, Cara Dune.
I
shirt
am
on
wearing
once
the
again.
the Sheriff of Navarro shirt. Yes, I
Sheriff
am.
of Navarro. Yes.
Mhm.
The next one is called Brotherhood. It's a novel about Obi-Wan and Anakin's relationship during the Clone Wars. Author
more
Mike
of
Chin's
that.
first Star Wars novel. He contributed to a certain point of view in Empire Strikes Back. But this will take us back to the prequel era and might hint at what we'll see in the Obi-Wan Kenobi series on Disney+. So that means we're definitely not getting that anytime soon. I thought we might be getting Obi-Wan in like March, but if the book's hinting, well, they're done. They're done filming, aren't they?
They are, yeah, but they're gonna hold on to that one. I mean, we're getting Book of Boba Fett first.
December,
Oh shit! I keep forgetting about that.
Yeah,
you're gonna have
that's.
to let that sit for a while.
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe.
I don't
not
know where
till,
Andor's at. Like,
I bet you we don't get it till December of next year. Then
no, that's
Obi-Wan.
going to be Mandalorian 3.
True.
that's right.
Season
So it's
3
gonna have to
comes
be
back.
like
It's
summer.
gotta be in between,
Summer,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Trust me, they have their
May
plan.
the 4th drop.
No, because of Celebration. They're gonna. This is gonna be the
True.
focus of Celebration. I'm telling you.
Man,
The Obi-Wan show is gonna be the focus. And I think that's why they had no problem canceling it
did
during the
anybody have
pandemic.
a busier schedule than Star Wars? Like
Not right
dude.
now.
Marvel's got-
Marvel right now, yeah.
True.
DC's is going to
DC's
blow up in 2022. Yeah,
DC's got some. That Aquaman show looks fun.
yeah, it does.
I'm excited about that. I could get on board with that.
Yeah,
I had one little like quick foray into DC when I was at the comic book store, and Tom was like, "Look for this certain figure." What was it? What it
I was
called?
asking
What's it
for the Arkham Asylum style Batman or Joker.
What's the name of that like line though? You
Oh,
said it's a
McFarlane.
It's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
guy's name, like McFarlane. I'm like Seth MacFarlane. I was like, what's happening?
No, it's the McFarlane who did Spawn, right? It's
Yeah,
his
Todd
company.
McFarlane,
Todd
yeah.
Okay,
McFarlane,
I was like, I don't know. So that was my like
Yeah, that's
brief
his
toe
figure
into
line.
DC right there, and I was like, this is all they have. They don't have it. So they got a decent selection.
All right.
But not that one.
I've got homework for you because we're doing Fourth Mother Talk next week, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
that's true.
and don't forget our top 10. Did you hear what our top 10 is going to be for next
I
week?
did not.
I'm going to remind you,
Okay.
but you know.
I've got it in my head already.
Okay.
I know. It's the easiest top 10 of all time.
It is pretty easy, but it's going to be tough.
You have to pick and choose
Yeah.
which ones you want to represent.
So
on your list.
3 franchises: Star Wars, Marvel, DC.
Okay.
Top 10 of your all-time favorite characters from those franchises. But
Okay.
you can only use 3 from each, and the final one, because a 3 would be an odd number, one over is dealer's choice. So you get to
Okay.
choose from what franchise
But
you want
like
to
whatever. So like if I have
Okay.
like these are not mine, but I'm just going to use an example because I'm seeing if my number 3 for Star Wars was Jabba and 2 for DC was I don't know what I'm saying. I forgot. It was a bad example.
You get 3 Star Wars, 3 Marvel,
And
3
then you
DC,
can-
and
you
then
can-
one can be anybody.
Anybody you
of the
pick.
3.
It
Yep.
could be another Star Wars
Yep.
or another
Or
Marvel.
another
Exactly.
Marvel, another DC. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Try to explain that really badly. What
That's
is
gonna
wrong
be
with me
really
today?
hard
But
for me with DC.
The
but-
the fun part about that's going to be like, okay, I know who my 10 are going to be, but it's like, where do I rank
Oh,
them
that's
now?
true. Like, 'cause,
like,
yeah,
woo!
I love this guy and I
Yeah.
love this guy from different franchises, but which one is better than the other one? That's gonna be hard.
Oh, see, I was just grouping them in 3s.
No,
No,
because
yeah.
that would mean your
Yeah,
Star
take
Wars
'em-
are better
take your
than
10
the
and
three
then-
or
Oh,
whatever.
okay,
and
cool.
then
That
rank
makes it,
them,
actually
yeah.
makes it a little.
You can mix them up. It could be number 1 is Star Wars guy, number 2 is DC guy. It could be.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not that easy now. Now that I
No.
think about it.
So it's going to be a fun, challenging
Fun
one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's gonna be good.
So anyway, your homework: get a DC movie in. I'm going to recommend. I always
Disney on
recommend
Netflix.
the Snyder Cut, but you probably don't have 12 hours.
I don't.
Or HBO Max.
I don't have that either.
Okay, I could always give you my
So
HBO
we could
Max
figure
login.
that out easily.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or Joker, which is on HBO Max.
I don't have that either.
That's
you
all right.
You haven't watched Joker? You haven't seen
No.
Joker? Okay, you got to see Joker. It's
Might
just
see
a good
Joker then.
film. Like I don't give if it wasn't Joker and it was just a character,
It'd
you would
still be
have
a
to
great
watch it.
film.
It's
Yeah.
basically like Taxi Driver in the DC universe.
Right, I've heard that a lot.
It's a
That's what everyone
fantastic film.
says.
It's just a good movie. Like
Yeah.
like I would recommend the movie if like I said, if it wasn't the character Joker and it was just called like Clown or something
Just
like
Mhm.
that.
Or just a guy.
Just some
just-
psychopath.
Arthur.
Yeah.
Arthur, yeah.
Arthur, yep.
Yep.
Well,
Fleck.
they did Arthur, yeah. It's different, but
Yeah.
there's
Isn't
an
Arthur Fleck in the
Yeah, that's the
Joker?
name of the Joker, but they have a not DC Universe movie called Arthur.
Did you get that, Arthur Fleck? Do you know? Remember who the actor of Batman is at the time? Affleck. That's the joke.
Did they do that on
They
purpose?
did it on purpose.
Okay, I hope I like the movie because that was dumb.
You will. If you don't like that movie, you just don't like movies. It's
Yeah.
just, it's take DC out of it. It's just a good movie. DC does a lot of stuff really well. The thing I'm going to watch is I'm going to watch the Long Halloween.
Oh
I've
yeah,
been wanting
on
to watch
HBO
that
Max.
anyway because I
Fuck
love
yeah.
that storyline. And I saw it on HBO Max and I was like, are both parts are out, right?
Both parts are on HBO Max. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch that before we do Fourth Month Talk. I'm excited about that one. I love Under the Red Hood. I bought that DVD the day it came out. That is such a good story.
That's why you're going to love season 3 of Titans.
Really?
Right now, they're doing Under the Red Hood.
No.
And Nightwing and Red Hood got a whole thing going on.
Seriously?
Yeah. It's fucking awesome.
Oh, God, I got to start watching that show.
Yeah.
All right, we're losing Evan talking about DC.
I'm trying to get inspirations. I'm trying to get inspirations for my top 10 for this week, and I'm like, I'm at a loss.
All right, so continuing on with the books, the next one is called Stories of the Jedi and Sith, and it's a collection of various authors, both returning and new to Star Wars. Look for it to be arriving on June 7th, 2022. And I don't really want to read all this stuff. It's just got a bunch of authors. Delilah Dawson. I'll do some notable ones. Alex Segura did a really good, I think he did the Poe Dameron book. And there's going to be illustrations and stuff. So yeah, that's okay, fine. That's fine by me. And then this is the one that I'm the most excited about. It's called Padawan by Kirsten White. Gives us a story about Obi-Wan and his early days as a Padawan under Qui-Gon Jinn.
I was going to wonder if this is Qui-Gon's in it.
Hang on. The story takes place even earlier than Claudia Gray's Master and Apprentice.
Oh, shit.
Which makes me very happy.
Is Obi-Wan like 2? Like, how old is he?
He's going to be young.
What was he,
I think
15, 14?
This is going to have him like being a child at the temple, I think.
That's cool. We've
and
never
I think
really seen that
early relationship is what's going to be interesting.
Well, Obi-Wan was the youngest Padawan ever, right? Until Anakin?
Yep.
Yeah.
Again, perhaps this is a hint at some plot points or potential flashbacks in the Disney Plus series.
Damn, they're going to tie all this shit together.
That is cool.
As Obi-Wan Kenobi fan, I'm thrilled we're getting... Oh, that's okay. Yeah, that's just the guy who was writing the article. But yeah, that's exciting.
That's really cool.
I know you. Next piece of news here. Moving on to the next story here. Okay, hang on. Before we get to that, which book are you guys most excited about?
Shadow of the Sith.
The Obi-Wan one.
Me too. The Obi-Wan one for me. The Padawan.
I don't hear you, Evan. Don't hear you.
No. Yeah.
Yep. We're good now. Not anymore. Okay.
Yes.
Yep.
All right. Obi-Wan 1 is one I'm excited for because Claudia Gray's still the GOAT, but
that book wasn't what I wanted.
Master and Apprentice wasn't what I wanted, so it was still
think
good.
This is what I want.
It's in my top 4, I think. I'm not going to dig through my list.
With these novels, I'm intrigued about the future. Right? If that Shadow of the Sith one's going to connect some things and answer questions from Episode 9, I'm like, okay, because there are some shit from 9. Like we've talked about. Overall, I love the film. I do. I don't think I'm going to retract on that. But it's just like the dagger, Palpatine coming back. It's like, all right, give me a little bit more than that.
See, I think what Lucasfilm would do with that is they're like, it doesn't have to make sense right now. That's what all this other crap's for. But at a certain point, like, I want to be satisfied with the movie.
Right.
And the movie should stand alone.
Especially because not everybody's like us.
Most people are not.
Yeah.
So
most people are going to be like,
what do you mean?
I saw the movie. All right.
What do you mean they're not like us, that they don't wake up early in the morning, skip the gym, and call and just wait on hold for 4 hours for things? They're not like us?
I don't think most people. A lot of people were pissed this week. We'll talk about that in a second.
Yeah.
But I'm excited about that one. Now, this is something I know Evan's very excited about.
I can't tell if that was sarcasm or not.
You're going to be excited about this.
Okay. A second August?
This is August 2. No, this is something you'll be very excited about and will be purchasing day one. The Art of Star Wars Visions will be released in April 2022.
Sarcasm. Does anybody care about that?
People, you don't understand the love for anime.
But I know a hardcore anime fan, and she hated it.
Visions?
She's in the minority, dude.
Yeah, she was like, this is
I think
not
she
anime.
is. There's a lot of
people were raving about this.
The people who, at least what I've seen, the people who hate the sequel trilogy loved Visions. Okay. Like this was like, oh, they're gonna make up for the sequel trilogy. This is Star Wars.
Visions is now canon. The sequels are not canon.
These are the same people going to Disney World.
Damn, I forgot all about that.
No, you didn't.
I actually did. I seriously did.
Kyle was texting me before we started, and he said he was laughing his ass off at that on the podcast.
I'm glad I could make somebody happy
World.
out there.
Disney World.
Matt commented on YouTube too. He said he was dying laughing at Disney World.
Great. We had it on the background while I was playing Galaxy's Edge VR, and they were laughing at it. I couldn't see it because I was playing a superior Star Wars media. So I don't know.
What you're saying? Our podcast isn't a superior Star Wars media?
Well, it is than Visions. It's better than Visions.
Yeah, it is.
They were watching Visions when I was playing Tales from Galaxy's Edge.
Got it.
So.
Two more stories here. First up, going to the Disney Wish. Have you guys seen the interactive Dianoga that they are installing on the Disney Wish?
I've seen a little bit of that,
cool.
yeah.
There's not video, I don't think, yet.
No.
I've just seen the photos. The photos look really cool.
It looks a lot like the one on Batu, but like
it'll
do
it's
more.
a Dianoga.
Yeah, it'll do more.
You should be able to interact with it.
Yeah.
think it looks cool. It's a cool addition to the Disney Wish. It, yeah, I think it's a cool little addition. And then also there was some concept art released for Star Wars Cargo Bay on the Wish as well. And it says kids will be able to tend to creatures and critters as they are transported to Batuu.
Cool.
So I thought that was interesting.
So Batuu was on the Wish. So
Batuu
does that make it
is on the
canon?
Wish.
If it's
I
Batuu?
guess if it's Batuu, right? I mean,
It's got to. If they mention Batuu,
it's got
that's
to since it's got
Batuu.
Batuu. Batuu.
So I didn't realize that they were doing.
I didn't see that part. I saw.
It doesn't look like anything that like I give that much a crap about. It's in the kids
They
area.
probably wouldn't let us in anyway.
So misconception: when you first get on the boat, you get to tour the entire boat. Once the cruise is set, then it's just off limits to adults, except unless you're. I don't even think you can go in if your kids are there.
You can tour
probably,
it, you don't get to play it. You don't get to do.
You get to mess around with stuff the first day. I remember when they first had the Millennium Falcon thing on whatever ship that was.
Didn't it play Star Tours?
Do what?
Didn't it play the Star Tours video on the Falcon?
I don't remember.
Or am I thinking of something
I don't remember. I just know. I remember you could pull into hyperspeed and stuff.
Oh,
and
cool.
I remember Mike Rallman got to see it, and it's like that was really cool. If there's anything like they're going to do on Galaxy's Edge, it's going to be awesome.
Nice.
And
they did.
So yeah, they did that. But let's talk a little bit about our experience booking Star Wars Galactic Starcruiser. Let's just all say it now. We are all three booked.
We
It
are.
was fun, but we are all.
God
Was it
damn them
fun?
and their fucking fee for booking this. What
Yeah,
a hit
that too.
right to the dick.
Yeah, you ain't kidding.
Oh my God, it's.
Yeah, that did hurt today. Yeah, I saw it go out of my bank account today, and I was like, "Oh,
Did you pay for it all up front or just the deposit?
no, just the deposit.
Okay.
I can't afford that all up front."
Yeah, I do.
No
We just
way.
did the deposit.
You did the
So
deposit
I
too.
think
So
only Bob Chapek himself could afford it all up front.
I don't. One thing I don't like. We'll get to when we get to the story. The 90-day out window sucks
Yeah,
because we were gonna do. We were me and Tom so me and Tom are going together.
yes,
And the only reason that is the case is
they got
because
the same bed. They're sharing a bed.
we're gonna cozy up.
I'm
bro.
gonna get a spoon. I mean,
We're gonna
fuck, gotta
yeah,
stay warm
We gotta
somehow.
stay warm in the deep,
Yeah.
cold vacuum of space.
That's
Yeah.
true. There's gonna be an air conditioning.
Gonna be lonely
fee
up there.
probably, right?
Had air conditioning
so-
fee.
Yeah.
I just want people to know, like, the only reason we're doing it together, not the only reason, but the reason we're doing it together is because I wasn't able to book it. And Courtney, Tom's wife, was hot and cold about it. Holly was hot and cold about it. And we're both like, there's no reason to spend $5,000 for you to
one
come
guy.
on
Right.
Yeah. Or
extra
for-
if you don't want to do it.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, if we go do it and we come back like, holy shit, you have to do it, they'll listen to us and then we can do it again.
And that's an excuse to go back.
Exactly.
So, like,
And I'm still going with my initial plan was to go with my dad for the first time.
right.
And
my
I'm
son.
stealing that from your father. I kicked him right in the face and said, "I'm taking it." No, I'm kidding.
And I called my dad and I was like, I heard that the deposit, by the way, for anyone booking, the deposit is 20% of your
20%.
total cruise.
Total cruise. And that's after taxes because
Yes.
Yeah.
they initially quote, and after Brad's done, I'll give my experience with the cast member and stuff like that. So go ahead, sir.
It's 20% of the total cruising. At that point is when you can add on the captain's table. Did you add that on?
No. But
Did you just not want to?
well, I was at work and somebody else did it, so
Gotcha.
that has to be.
See, I
remedied,
wanted to do it
so.
because it's just such a small amount of money. Like when you're spending $5,000, what's $30?
That's what I said.
Like it doesn't matter.
And it's what if you don't get to go back? What if something happens
Yeah.
and that's it? Like,
However-
what if 2020 happens again and it closes?
I learned because I inquired. I knew Brad wanted the captain's table, so I said, "Fuck it,
It's
I'll
not
do
even-
it too."
It's not
Yeah.
that I did. It's not even that I wanted it.
Yeah.
It's just like
Why not?
why
No,
not?
no, you're
It's-
right. You're
it's a
right.
Why not?
That's
thing.
I get
mean,
that.
I do. I
So
did
need to
want to
fix
do it.
it.
Yes.
But like, we're not doing it. But like, I'm not like butthurt about it. Like I'm not like, well, look, I don't
Yeah,
care.
right.
But like, it's just that little extra cool thing to do there for that little bit amount of money. When you're, I mean, it's $30 for the whole
Yeah.
for both days.
And
It's not- that's
I don't know-
nothing.
I don't know about Tom, but I imagine you're gonna not leave because you don't have to leave the Starcruiser.
It depends on.
No, I'm gonna go to Batu. I'm gonna do the whole
I
thing.
think 'cause
Yeah.
they've said that like that stuff's you're gonna see it and do different. Now, if we just go down and we do the Millennium Falcon and
Yeah.
Smuggler's Run, I probably wouldn't go.
But they've said a lot in the past.
But there's-
and they
there's
haven't
in-
gotten a
yeah,
lot
but
in
now
the past.
they're going like because remember a lot of stuff they talked about up front for Galaxy's Edge
Yeah.
slowly got phased out of the talking points.
Yeah.
We're at the point where they're booking people and we're months away from it now.
Yeah.
They have to stick to what they said at this point.
Right.
And I think
don't
that
really
I
have
think
to.
I think a lot of stuff that they planned for Batu is going to end up here.
That's
I think we're going to get. We'll talk about this when we get into the other stuff.
we
but
want.
I
Our
think a
top
lot
10,
of cool
yeah.
stuff is going to be safe for this, and I think the restaurant that we're getting on the what's it, the Corellia,
The Corellian
Crown of Corellia.
Crown of
Corellia.
Corellia.
Yeah.
I think that was supposed to be on Batu. I think that's the restaurant
Interesting.
that we got.
It
that
just
we're supposed
it'd
to
be a
get.
different name. But
Yeah, but I think the concept and the aesthetic is similar to what we're going to get. Go ahead. A 5 or 5 out? Okay. So Tom was one that booked for us, and again, it was just because I couldn't, like we said last week, I'm not going to financially cripple me right now for a deposit.
Right.
And so you fronted it up. Thank you. And I'm going to pay you back for that as soon as possible.
Yes.
Hopefully, the next few days, it should be
okay.
Should be good.
Yeah. You know where I live.
But
biggest Venmo send ever.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, right.
Everyone else on Venmo is going to be like, what
Jesus Christ. But so thank you for that first
off. Of course.
And thank you for your sanity. Let's talk about it, because you were the one that dealt with this the most. I was just kind of the backup guy when you were like, I give up.
Right. None of us have sanity right now.
I mean, for whatever reason, this week was just the week. Work was up the ass for me, and I won't go into detail there, because work is work, right? It's what you sign up for. I've signed up for that in my position, and that's what I've come to anticipate. And just a lot of shit was rolling down the hill. A lot of shit came due. So that was, on top of it. It was a weird mental health week just for whatever reason. Sleep was shitty. So you are looking forward to something all week, right?
Or for 25 years.
Or for 25 years. We'll let you talk about that. And then you eventually get to the point of you're excited in Galactic Starcruiser, because the three of us were I was in Magic Kingdom when they announced on the 30th. All right, the Starcruiser the 28th. Brad's the one that clued me into it.
Yeah.
So, okay, cool. You've got that time. And then I saw that email. A funny story, I was looking at that email while I was taking a piss in the Magic Kingdom and screenshotted it and sent it to you guys. I was like, guys, we're getting an early booking. So this was the week for our early fucking booking for this thing. So you're excited about it, right? Shitty week. You're excited about it. So you call right
Not
at
only
7
are we
a.m.
excited about it, they've pushed this is a pass holder perk.
Pass holder perk.
This is something
BBC
special that
too,
you're going to
but
get to
pass
do.
holders.
Thank you
So
for
First
mentioning.
day was Club 33. I know a guy who's
And
Club
Golden
33 and Golden Oak who got Maiden Voyage and got the captain's table.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
Club-
captain's table is 11 people, by the way.
Yes, I found that out
So
today.
you'll be with random people.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you're going to be with random people anyway. You're going to get to, I think this is going to be a communal thing. I think people are going to, have you ever been on a cruise?
No.
You kind of make friends while you're on a cruise, and you talk
You
to
see
people.
the same people,
I've
yeah.
heard that, yeah, because you're going to the same restaurant, same schedules, all that stuff.
By the way, they confirmed no pool. Did you see that?
Oh,
There's
yeah.
not a pool on Star Cruiser.
For the longest
I
time,
thought maybe there would be
for the
some
longest
Star Wars
time,
pool.
I never considered
Maybe.
it, but then you or somebody said it, and I was like,
Me,
oh, that would be
I was just curious.
I was
Is
like,
there a
that'd be
pool
kinda
on,
cool. I
on the
wasn't
Lido
like,
deck?
I wasn't clamoring for one. but I was
Zero
like, that would
gravity
be cool.
pool or something like that.
No pool.
Anyway, go ahead.
So on Thursday morning, I did all the research. I've got the checklist. I've got everything, and it was just
You changed funds
yes
for this, which is a big deal.
I did. I
took out a mortgage for
no.
this.
I'm big into crypto, and I cashed out a lot of my crypto for this particular deposit in preparation. So that was tough to do right off the bat. It's just tough to do, regardless. But that's fine. It's an experience. Life is short, right?
I mean, I only had to sell a kidney, so
There you go.
that's fine.
I wondered what the dialysis machine was for.
That's good.
The beeping's getting weaker, and you're bleeding, but that's all
okay
right.
with me.
So 7 a.m. I did all my research. I knew I was going to call as soon as the phone number that they created specifically for this, because I tested out the number the day before and it didn't work. So we called. Okay, phone lines open at 7 a.m. I called right then and there. On hold for about 2 hours, 2.5 hours, and then somebody comes on the phone. I'm like, oh shit, okay, we got somebody. Yeah, thanks for calling. We love that you're loyal AP. But just so you know, they just told us, because the last person on hold in queues and been in hold for 6 hours, we're not taking bookings right now at this time. Please call back in about 4 hours.
Which isn't possible.
Nope.
There's no way someone was on hold 6 hours if the phone line didn't work until 7 o'clock.
I know.
So they're full of crap.
This cast member particularly sounded nervous and just like they told all the regular cast members who were on the call center, just like, you got to take these calls and tell them to call back. So they're probably like, shit, like, I've got to tell these people horrible news. So I was like, okay, that's fine. I'll call back in 4 hours. Yeah,
It's not their fault.
No,
I don't begrudge any cast member ever,
Nope.
by the way.
Nope.
It's never their fault.
not front of the line cast members.
But-
it's not their fault.
But you should still be able to be like, this is frustrating.
Yeah.
And that's how I always, when I approach things
Yeah.
that go bad, I always go, I'm not mad at you. I'm mad at
Yes.
the situation
Right.
and you're the only person that I'm able
Right.
to talk to.
Yeah.
So I'm not mad at you. I am frustrated.
Right.
And as someone who used to be a cast member and worked in guest relations, that will go a long way with the cast member because they're not.
It changes their mood.
It doesn't feel like you're taking it out on them. You're just going, listen, this is frustrating. Can
Yep.
you please help me?
Mm-hmm.
Just by the way, if you're ever dealing with a cast member, just go that route.
Absolutely. You should go that route anyway unless somebody
like,
tells you to fuck off
exactly.
on the phone. Yeah.
Right.
So we called back in 4 hours, and then I'm telling you, what felt like an eternity of just calling and hearing the same guy or the same woman's voice saying, "We're not accepting calls at this time."
And it would
Over
flip flop.
It would flip flop.
And
It's so
one
weird.
time it
You
would
got
be
to
the
hear
guy.
It's a Small World all the time.
You sure
got
did?
to lift to It's a Small World.
I did.
What a privilege.
I was in the gym listening to It's a Small World. That was this morning.
Yeah.
Because I was ready to do it all over again this morning. So I said, fine, I'll actually go to the gym this morning and do it. I had my Under Armour Bluetooth headphones in so I could make a call, too, at the same time. Yeah, not sponsored. But I could make a call. So I'm there, I'm working out, call, on hold 30 minutes, and then I get the automated message that kicked me off. I think you experienced similar things.
Yep.
So all day today, Friday, I'm just fucking with it. I'm calling, getting the same message.
I'm doing the same thing.
Brad's doing the same thing.
I called 126 times.
Yeah. One time Taylor called 153 times, I think.
Yeah.
I'm the low number. I'm not like you had like 8 something.
Yeah, it was closer to probably 500, 600, 700,
Well, see,
maybe
the problem
800
was
times.
We didn't get a boarding group. That's the problem.
Right.
Yeah.
Didn't get up early enough, I guess. But I did. We did. I got in. I got on the phone every single time. So then, Brad heard some rumors. We heard some rumors that if you just bypass and go to a cast member, they'll take you.
So what I did was I reached out in our Facebook group and I said, "Is anyone a travel agent?" And I was like, "What?" And I talked to people and I was like, "What numbers are you calling?" And they told me it was the same number. And I was like,
That's not accurate.
I think
for them
depends.
it might be, but
I think it depends on the travel agent.
yeah.
Because the person, she's like, this number, and I was like, that's the same number I'm calling.
Yeah.
And she's like, that's the number that I was told to call for booking for people. And she goes, I booked 3 today. And I was like, how the fuck did you book 3?
And we can't even get one out of
So
the 3 of us.
I just
She goes, wait till the message goes by, and just hang on hold. And I was like, okay. So I texted you that.
Yeah. And I was in the midst of doing that, and I was just like, fuck it, like I'll just do it. I'll go on hold. And I had a somewhat of a plan, because they said once I got past the message, they said, oh, your high wait times, your call time should be 15 minutes. I said, oh, all right, that's not bad. So it was about 15 to 20 minutes, and I got somebody, and I acted confused. I said, I'm really sorry if this is the 100th time you've heard this, but I don't know what's going on with the message. I don't know what's going on with the email. I just want to know when I'll be able, as an AP, to book Galactic Starcruiser. And he or she said, funny you say that. As of 5 minutes ago, we're able to transfer you. And I said, oh, okay. So go ahead and transfer me. They take down my info, quoted about 90 minutes, and it was
literally 90 minutes.
90 minutes after that.
It was right on.
I told Brad, I said, shit, I've got a live person. And the eerie thing, though, the second queue I got put in had no hold music. So I was terrified that I got dropped like multiple times.
Because you did get dropped once.
I did get dropped the first time, which I didn't
you hung
mention.
up on it too.
I hung up on myself.
Then he got back in line. I remember him texting me, and he's like, "Oh no,
He was like,
I got it. I hung
fuck,
up."
I fat figured it. I hung up the
Yeah,
phone.
he's
I
like,
was
my
like,
finger,
no.
my finger.
Because at that point we still didn't know
Right.
what we were doing, because it was almost like
I still
we
don't
did.
know
I mean,
what I'm doing.
ideally, right? We all wanted it to go together, like ideally, but we didn't know what the deposit was. The
Right.
person that I talked to who did their Club 33 thing paid everything in full, so he didn't know what the deposit was. And I'm pretty sure I haven't confirmed this. I'm pretty sure he got one of the captain's suites too.
I mean, he's Club 33. He's probably got money out the ass.
He
so,
does.
Yeah.
And so I didn't ask him what the deposit. I'm not going to ask that, but yeah. So we didn't know what the deposit was. So like we were going to let's just do the first available booking, and then when we found out what the deposit was, I was like, shit. Well, maybe not. And then it was like that deposit plus you have until December 2nd, and I was like, I was like, I can't do that around Christmas. Like I just
No.
I have 2 kids.
Ugh.
You're
Like
don't fuck with your mic. It's being
I
weird.
just forgot about Christmas. So
we
yeah,
need to
yikes.
yeah, I have 2 kids. I think I have them for Christmas this year too. No, I
Perfect.
don't. But like still,
Well, still, you have
I
kids.
have
You
kids.
have
I
to give
can't.
them
I
that.
can't do
Shit's
something
gotta
this
happen.
selfish.
Yeah.
right before Christmas. Like, that's so shitty of me to do as a dad.
So we get in 90 minutes. I get Beatrice, the best cast member in the world, super knowledgeable about all this. I was almost expecting a cast member who just, and I'm glad that she was properly trained. I was almost expecting a cast member that just didn't know much about the Starcruiser because it's new.
Yeah,
that's what I expected. So she knew everything. She got everything in a line. She hooked Brad and I up in My Disney Experience while I was on the phone. Took Brad's information, took my information, got us all set up, and gave me prices for every weekend that I asked to book. And just like Brad said, we were trying to go maybe the second voyage.
Because it was still available.
It was.
Yeah.
Everything is still available. There's the only
Except
date that's sold
the
out is the maiden voyage.
Maiden voyage
Only
is
one
sold
that's
out. And they're only allowing these are only 100 rooms, people. So not a lot
you're
of people.
looking at 500 people max.
Yes.
Yeah.
In the whole building.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's not a lot of
not
people.
a lot of people.
Man.
No.
But it's a tiny building, so we'll see.
Yeah.
I just don't know where all the space for this stuff is going to be. Like,
Yeah.
100 rooms doesn't sound like a lot, but that's a lot of space. That building's not big.
No.
Because the rooms aren't big. The rooms are
That's true.
this big. This is a
This
room.
is probably the room, yeah.
Yeah.
I bet it's smaller than the garage.
Yeah.
So we priced them out. Same thing for the second voyage versus the last option that we would be able to book. And the cool thing is Brad and I will be going, we take off May 2nd, and we come back May the 4th.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you'll still get to do anything that's in studios that's May the 4th related, because you won't be cooped up on the cruiser. You can come back
Yeah,
and you can go to May the 4th.
Our Batu day, she told me particularly, is May the 3rd. So obviously the day before we'll be in Batu.
Yeah.
So that'll be our Batu day. Outside of that, obviously she said the captain's table was sold out, only 11 seats, because I did inquire about that. Yeah, you have to pay 90 days ahead of time. So that's Brad and I just talked. It says better, more fiscally responsible to save up and do it that way after the deposit. The 20% deposit. So after everything is paid, 20%. And they won't budge about that. They won't.
Yeah.
So the deposit I paid, I can't remember exactly. It was like, and I don't care telling how much the package is going to be because people are going to find out. It's like,
it's public knowledge.
yeah, standard room was $5,200, like in some change total. So the deposit for 2 nights basically. So the deposit I had to put down was a little over $1,000, almost $1,050
For 2 people.
for 2 people. Yeah,
For 5 people, I will tell you it is $1,600. That's what I will tell you.
that's what the deposit was.
Yeah.
So wait, you have to do
1,600.
2 rooms?
We should have, so I'm going to try to fix that too.
Wait, you only have 1 room for 6 fucking people?
Yeah, I was at work, so
Wait a second.
5 people, not 6
What?
people, but yeah, not.
Are you sure it's not 2 rooms?
I hope to God it is, but I've been told that it's only 1, so I'm going to try to remedy that.
Whew. Well, I'm excited.
Me too.
Yeah.
I know once the burden of paying it off is behind me, then I'll be like, let's go.
Well, think about it. In like
But dude,
4 months, we'll forget about the money we spent.
Absolutely.
Like you won't.
And
We'll remember
$5
the fact that we
sounds like a
saw
lot,
what we saw and did
but
what we
something
did.
for a once in a lifetime experience for us. Like
Yeah.
since I've moved here, I have not been this excited about something at Disney World because I haven't been like it's always been like resort stays here and there, but it's always been just like small shit and for a day or two.
I haven't stayed at a resort basically in like 5, maybe 10 years.
It was
Been a
always
long
spur
time.
of the moment too,
Yeah.
like because as a cast member, you'd get these deals, you just book and you're done, and it's like,
Yeah.
oh, in 2 days we go. I have something to look forward to now. I'm so excited, man. Like I owe Holly a Gucci bag now.
Is this your next official resort stay?
Yeah, I don't
Damn.
stay at resorts, man. Like I have
Oh,
no reason to.
We still do. Like I've still got. I'm going to Grand Floridian like in the beginning of November, but that was because
That's
we booked
awesome.
before the cruise that we were
Yeah.
going to go on before I moved out here.
Yeah,
I like going to the resorts, but it's not a necessity. Like I'd rather go to a good dinner than go to a resort.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
But-
I almost regrettably, I don't know, just financially wise, booked an Animal Kingdom stay for my birthday, which is in February, and now I have March, the Starcruiser. So it's like
You're 14th, right?
Do it.
yeah. So I have 2 back-to-back
Tom,
months.
when is
of
your birthday?
Wallet
April
murdering.
25th.
Okay.
I'll be at Coronado Springs. We're staying that
Sweet.
whole week. Yeah.
Nice.
Well, and if you guys we're going to keep talking about Star Cruiser on the next episode that we release.
Yes, we
It's
are.
just gonna
Yeah.
kind of so our top
yeah.
10 for the next episode you guys will be is top 10 things we expect or want.
Want to see? Yeah.
Want. I think want's a better word.
Yeah.
Not expect, but
Want.
top 10 things we want out of
Yeah.
Star Cruiser.
One of
So-
the many lessons I've learned this past week are lower expectations. many things.
I gave you the map. I don't want to hear any more bitching.
Yeah, that was a sick Mac.
Well,
Thank
it's
you,
not
Brad,
against-
for that.
Oh, you're welcome,
yeah,
buddy.
Thank you for that.
Of course, of
But,
course.
I had a similar experience to Tom had, so eventually I gave up and said, "Hey, you're a travel agent. please get this for me. And they did.
We went that route with someone else, but I wanted to do it myself because then I know what I want is done. It's the right
and
dates.
that's where I have problems. So
see, that's
I
the
can
issue.
Fix it.
I don't think
you're gonna. I think you're gonna
so
have to pay
either.
another deposit.
Oh,
'cause
it's
another room.
She was specific over the phone about like changes and stuff. So like, stay committed because like between like the 89th and the 0 day, like it's a
I'm committed.
I know you are.
Yeah, we're going.
It's a $250 change fee.
Oh well,
So-
looks like I'm committed too.
Yeah.
Hey man, $250 might be worth the room.
But I'll probably be bankrupt. So I don't know.
If you can spend $5,000, you can spend $250 to change it to
Not
get a
if
room.
I don't have it.
Yeah, but you see what I'm saying? If you're already
Yeah.
spending this much money, like what's a little bit to have an extra room is a big
Yeah,
deal.
but I don't think. But
I don't know how the hell you're going to fit 5 people in that room, dude.
We're not. It's not going to go well.
People are gonna be
but-
sleeping on top of each other, and
Yep.
Could you imagine being in that bunk bed, like, yeah, me and Tom are like, let's get some sleep, man. Sitting like
going to
this.
sleep like Star Wars, nothing but Star Wars.
This is just like Yoda's hut on Dagobah.
yeah.
I know
There
how
you go.
Luke felt.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to go into that top 10 list. Thank you guys so much for listening. Follow me on Instagram at TheBradVentures. Evan, where can they find you again?
Instagram, Evan T. Boucher.
At Fourth Motherbox on Instagram.
Beautiful. We'll see you guys on the next show. Till then, stay safe and may the Force be with you.
Always.
Rise, Jedi Knight.
Boom. Right at an hour. We literally crossed the. That's perfect.
Oh, nice. Okay.